Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. In this video, I want us to talk about this particular photo here. Yes, that photo. That photo of Sankara, Babu Owino, and President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. And also want to talk about this particular photo of Babu Owino and Burkina Faso's Minister for Foreign Affairs, a close ally of Ibrahim Traore. And I'm going to link those photos to this particular post by President William Samoei Arap Ruto. This particular post by President William Samoei Arap Ruto. Because personally, I strongly believe that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Then we are also going to link it to this gentleman here, Ibrahim Traore, and this other gentleman, Emmanuel Macron. Before we get into all those details, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin by looking at that particular tweet or Facebook post by President William Ruto. This is what William Ruto posted, because immediately William Ruto posted that the photos of Babu Owino in Burkina Faso emerged. This is what the president posted. I have spoken to President Emmanuel Macron of France on the situation in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. He has expressed support for the regional efforts to deal with the challenge. President Macron also committed his country's support for the interventions being carried out and for Kenya's participation in other peace initiatives in Somalia, Sudan, and South Sudan. That post by President William Ruto triggered a lot of anger in Congo, and the Kenyan embassy was touched in Congo, which most people are actually attributing to this statement by the president. We know the situation in Congo as we speak, and it's very unfortunate, but we should pray for Congo. They deserve peace. But why is this post important? The other day, President Macron made some comments which really angered President Ibrahim Traore. And Traore responded ruthlessly to Macron.
He also insulted all Africans.
We've been forgotten to be thanked. It's not a big deal. It will come with time.
There's a part that caught my attention where he was talking about ingratitude.
Ingratitude, I know this well, is a non-communicable disease to humans.
He is human. Our ingratitude is not transmissible to him. This is how this man sees Africa, sees Africans. We are not humans. In his eyes, I think that if he is not an atheist and he prays, every morning when he wakes up and prays, he should also pray for Africans. Because it is thanks to our ancestors that there is a France today. He should pray for us. Emmanuel Macron.
When I recently took the words of Emmanuel Macron on Africa, every conscious African should understand very quickly what he was able to tell us and what it means. General Tianet said not long ago that the change of tactics or strategies of the French forces in Africa, I think he came to confirm it, is about dissolving and keeping a solid foundation. Emmanuel Macron said it so well that we can only thank him for this sincerity, even if some wanted to put the powder in the eyes of their population. But reality ends up catching up too. They will not leave some countries. They have just dissolved the system. You will no longer see them in bases, but in the embassies, they will be there. They will build security companies to secure their companies that exist in these countries. But the soldiers will be there. You will no longer see them in uniforms or gathered in bases. That's all it means.
So when I saw that tweet by the president, and I saw Babu Owino in Burkina Faso, something is cooking. So I want us to do the critical analysis. Let us go to Babu Owino's page first. This is what Babu Owino posted. Today, at the invitation of the government of Burkina Faso, we held a consultative meeting with His Excellency Karamoko Jean-Marie Traore, Minister for Foreign Affairs for Burkina Faso in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. Which means Babu Owino's visit to Burkina Faso was at the invitation of the government. And that's why he met with the Minister for Foreign Affairs. For those who understand international diplomacy, there is no way the government of Burkina Faso can just invite Babu Owino, a man who is known to oppose the president in Kenya, to go and visit that country. And that invitation is coming just a day after William Ruto had reached out to Macron. Macron, who is a sworn enemy of Traore. Babu Owino is proceeding here. In the meeting, pay very close attention, we discussed the deep relations that the people of Kenya and Burkina Faso have enjoyed over the years. We emphasized how we could leverage the youth demographics dividend to spur economic transformation in both our countries. Very interesting. I'd not have talked about this particular issue were it a member of parliament from UDA or those allied to Raila Odinga. We are talking of Babu Owino, who is opposed to William Ruto's government, because Babu Owino has already made it very clear that anybody working with William Ruto must first of all suspend their brains. He's not ready to suspend his brain. Let us continue. Recognizing the need for strong trade ties, His Excellency Jean-Marie assured me that he would champion stronger trade relations between Burkina Faso and Kenya and implementation of African Continental Free Trade Agreement. His Excellency Jean-Marie conveyed greetings from His Excellency President Ibrahim Traore and explained that the Gen Z in Burkina Faso similarly wants change, employment and economic transformation in their country, a vision that we both share. You see how Babu Owino is not bringing the issue of the Gen Zs, that the Gen Zs in Burkina Faso similarly want change. The truth is, change is already in Burkina Faso. So which means if there's a Gen Z which wants change, are the Gen Zs in Kenya. Let me proceed. We agreed to work together to re-energize and strengthen the Pan-African Youth Parliament as a mechanism for dialogue about our continental challenges, ranging from food insecurity, conflict, and diseases. This is the beginning of a long and fruitful collaboration between us and Burkinab leadership and people. Babu Owino. Ladies and gentlemen, in politics, nothing just happens out of mere coincidence. There can never be coincidence that William Ruto is calling or reaching out to Macron, and then we are seeing Babu Owino in Burkina Faso. So for me, my interpretation of all this are as follows. Number one, Ibrahim Traore, who is currently one of the most popular presidents in the Republic of Kenya, loved. The other day he was in Ghana. William Ruto was also in Ghana during the swearing in of the president there. Ibrahim Traore was the darling of the crowd. So in my view, Ibrahim Traore was sending a coded message to William Ruto about Emmanuel Macron. Because if you go, or if you've been following the political developments in West Africa, most of them are actually attributed to Macron. And that's why he's an enemy. In fact, at some point, Ibrahim Traore even called him necessary evil. Number two, I also look at it as Babu Owino's strategy of creating international networks. For one to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, you need international connections. You need international networks. And that's why for many years, Kenyans will still study how William Ruto became the president minus the alleged networks. But of course, for those who follow this channel, I explained to you guys that William Ruto was actually the project of the US and the British government because they were not comfortable with Raila Amolo Odinga and they thought that William Ruto was going to be someone who they could easily manipulate. And that's why immediately William Ruto took over. Ambassador Meg Whitman became a kind of co-president in the Republic of Kenya, calling the shots. William Ruto became their darling because they believed William Ruto was easily manipulatable. So Babu Owino is creating international networks, which probably will help him. But the question is, why is he going for the young people? We've previously seen Babu Owino with Julius Malema. So which means Babu Owino is creating networks, but with a group, which brings me to my last point. I think there is a wind of change in Africa, generational change. And Babu Owino is aligning himself with that change. You remember when you were reading history in when you were in primary, you read about Kwame Nkrumah, you'll read about Jomo Kenyatta, you'll read about all those other people. They were a certain age. Babu Owino, in my view, Traore, Julius Malema, Bobi Wine, another generation is coming up here. So Babu Owino is trying to align himself. And in my view, Babu Owino is actually sending a message to the country called Kenya. Because every time Babu Owino wants to take a leadership position in the Republic of Kenya, he's being reminded that he's still too young. He's moving so fast. In ODM party, for example, the reason why Babu Owino is being fought is because there are elements in the party who believes that Babu Owino is still too young, that he should be waiting. But Babu Owino is not going there. He's telling you guys that, you know, this is my age mate. He's already a president. So which means I can also be a president. There's nothing which stops me. And he's already bringing change to his country. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to think, but for me, that meeting was not just an ordinary meeting. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.